What is up, guys? It's 10:40 p.m. I'm back. Your probably least favorite YouTuber. No one really watches me. Got some OJ Simpson, orange juice. You can't even see it. Can't even orange juice. Today we're gonna be ranking ASMR, but one specific type of ASMR. Um, I might as well tell you. Okay, we're gonna be ranking MOMMY ASMR. Let's go. I probably should have done this at a later time. First one we got. Let's see. I'm just gonna replace the word. I'm just gonna say mother. Mother comforts you for isolation. Like when you isolate the x variable in algebra. Basically, your mother in this case is comforting you through the isolation of x in algebra because it's so difficult. Mother comforts you for isolation. Yeah, I'm not gonna say MOMMY. I was gonna read what's in the quotation marks, the subtitle. I can sit here with you and we can just be. I don't have a tier list. I may just get a piece of paper, to be frank with you. Like, hold on, let me just do that. There's some bullshit on my desk. Diode, resistor, and my other stuff. I probably should have, organized my desk before I did this. But I was working on something and then I got the genius idea, like, hey, why don't I just do this bullshit? I'm cooked, bro. I'm so fried. Hold on, I need a piece of paper. I'll just use my notebook, my diary. I don't know what I was thinking. Leaving my gap behind. I myself as a person, now I am blind. Alright, cool. I have a pencil, I have some paper, and let's make this tier list. This tier list is gonna be epic, yo. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm almost done. I should probably get an eraser. I'll get an eraser. Hold on. Whatever. This pencil has an eraser on it, on the bottom. Okay, so basically this is gonna be from a Christian perspective. So it's gonna be S A B C A B C D E and F. Yeah. Usually people don't have an E tier, but E is, it's gonna be like, it's pretty bad, but it's not like genuinely horrendous. So first one, I guess, how am I gonna write this? We'll call it comfort in isolating the X variable. So let's see, First video. I hope this isn't too loud. Okay. Bro. Why is it so low, bro? Why does it sound like this? Yo, this is not about algebra, bro. You know... Okay, I can't, bro. This is, so weird, bro. I just can't. Like, genuinely. It's too weird. But not weird, like bad, but like, I don't know, just, yeah, it has the ASMR feeling, like the tingles. Yeah, they call it the tingles. You know what? I need something. I accidentally clicked the freaking Minecraft launcher. My bad. I need something to, like, a palette cleanser for this. I just like the palette cleanser. Oh yeah, here we go. It's in my playlist. Yeah, some music. Yeah, my playlist is genuinely so buns. I have Rapping for Jesus, Rapping for Jesus, the one where they say that, that's why Jesus Christ is my you know, the W Speed song, the Exodus song, Moses goes down to Egypt, Minecraft Monad inches to your cock, Roses by Emmenbeck, Roses, Emmenbeck remix, St. John, Mega Man 2 Airman stage, Sega Genesis remix, Rock Your Body, Skibbity Toilet by Lil Big Stack, sped up, Mega Man 8 stage select, Comatose by Skillet, the lyric video, Frances Limon by Enanitos Verdes, Messages from the Stars, Black Hole Sun, Skibbity Hawk 202, and, of course, the palette cleanser. There's an ad. Yeah, you know, if I told you the title of this, you probably wouldn't understand. I can explain. So the music that I'm putting on is known as the Tingos. Somber Undressed is freaking playing. So basically, that song was the Tingos Jenny Sparks remix. That freaking, that bendy metal foil sound effect song. It was like, the Tingos, I don't even know how to recreate the metal plates. And the freaking visuals for this is just absurd. It's peak though. I need this palette cleanser. I could compare it to like Eiffel 65 in terms of vibes, but oh no, it's a bit different actually. Eiffel 65 are the guys who made that one blue song. They're like, I'm blue, now you do it. I'm not gonna sing that. At least not the chorus. But there is the other part of it. I've got a blue house and a blue window. Blue is the color of all that I wear. Back to isolating the x variable. I should really work on my calculus. By the way, I'm 14, first summer. I'm going to 9th grade, freshman. Hope I don't get molested. Actually, I do hope I get molested by seniors. If they're girls, of course. I'm fine with super seniors as long as they're girls. With me. Not, like, I'm fine with being molested if it's a woman, but if it's a guy, like, come on, bro. You need better taste, bro. Now back to this. You know, I'm just gonna skip. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel okay. It sounds like the opposite. It sounds like the opposite of the voices in my head. which is kind of endearing, but also, well, from the voices in my head are, oh, fuck, there's so many. Oh, right. Under this video, I'm scrolling to like the suggested videos. I got Greg Heffley gets therapy, and um, mother puts her sleepy boy down for a nap. Age regression. You're all mine now. From enemies, no enemies. F Dom. I hope you're talking about the dominion of God or something. They're not. I guess actually, now that I think about it, there's probably a Christian perspective on this, and I guess it'd probably be something like, it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's evil or anything. No, it's not made out of malice, but you know, Christ, God, Jesus is meant to be your comfort. So when you rely on something like this, it could become an idol. But for the purpose, at least, sometimes it's for just lonely men. I mean, yeah, but I feel like to some extent, it's also sort of, as like, for people who are just genuinely sad, like, very lonely. I mean, yeah, lonely men, or just lonely guys. Do I listen to this? No. I mean, I occasionally listen to it, and by that I mean I try to listen to it. Mostly like, okay, how bad could this possibly be? Yeah, I don't really listen to this stuff often because it's kind of. I'd rather just watch Gmod videos, to be frank, or do something else to find night or day. But like, no, because I hear I read stories of people like listening to this as I go to sleep. I do that both like Netflix or just YouTube videos. I think I fell asleep to like SML re-uploaded, the old SML. That show is low-key peak. Anyways, so yeah, as long as you don't make it an idol, then you're fine. I wouldn't say it's negative. I guess it sort of depends, but like, maybe it helps you, then I guess. Just don't make it an idol over God. And remember, God is supreme. I guess there's one way you could sort of do it. That like the perfect idolatry free way. Is if basically God does that for you. Like, this is gonna sound bad. Basically, just God, MOMMY ASMR, basically. God would have to like speak to you, or like maybe in your dreams or something. I mean, that would be one, I guess, kind of accurate. God of love, God is love. So it makes sense, and it wouldn't be as pathetic. You know, one is just a pre-recorded video. The other is the divine creator of the universe trying to comfort you. So, yeah. Overall, I'd say it's not that much of a negative. I'm just gonna skip there's the talking section, and there's just most replayed for the entire like ending part. I wonder how bad could this possibly get? How bad could isolating the x variable from algebra possibly get? You can also isolate the y variable. Just isolating a variable. Okay, bro. What if you just live in Antarctica? This advice doesn't apply. Like, yeah, you see the sun set every night, and then you wake up, confident, like believing that the sun will greet you every morning. I think that's what it said. Um, dog. What if you live in Antarctica? or like the North Pole or the South Pole. It doesn't really work like that. What if it's just a cloudy day, or cloudy night and cloudy night, cloudy day, cloudy evening? Sunset is like around the evening, so cloudy evening, cloudy night, and then a cloudy morning, and you know, I feel kind of like like atheists feel when they're like refuting Christian arguments. I feel kind of like that. 14-year-old snicker is an insult I use, sort of, not an insult, but more like just a. I don't even know, bro. 14-year-old, 14-year-old insane asylum patient refutes mommy ASMR arguments for being happy. Did I look stupid, guys? Yes. Let's just skip to the because it's near the end, like at the end of the talking section. I don't know where I should put this. I'm not sure if I should put an A, because it's not bad. I haven't listened to enough of it either. But the whole video is 17 minutes. So 17 minutes and 14 seconds. So I'm not gonna use up all the time of this video just for that. I'll probably do a part 2. What? You are not alone. You are not alone. I love you, and you're gonna be okay. Who is this guy? Who says I'm gonna be okay, bro? Because we know that the Lord decides everything. So what if God decides, oh nah, you're gonna get into a car accident? No, I'm not gonna be okay. This is bullshit advice, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, what was the point of that? I'm just gonna skip to the end. If anybody hears this shit, I'm cooked. But I didn't have that many good ideas for a video. Because I could also talk about, like, I was thinking of, like, making a video about, like, how come every single, like, popular person, everybody who gains a small fraction, like a small morsel of power and popularity, or somebody like David, D4VD, how he had everything. He was a Christian too, and he just had to diddle a kid, and killed him. I feel like it's just like a curse, like genuinely. Like once you gain power or popularity, even in small amounts, you just become an evil person. Or like maybe to become popular and powerful, you need to like give up. You mean either like sell your, let's just say your heart for now. I don't want to speak about that stuff. Sell your soul, basically. Yeah, I just need to say it at that point. So you can understand, because I don't like saying stuff that I'm afraid of. But, it's like, instead of saying, I say, like, for example, Atonists, instead of the actual word. It sounds stupid, but I just don't like saying it. Because I don't like that stuff. Just scary. I'm scared of it every night. Cause what are they gonna do to me, bro? They don't even know they kind of exist in this country, but not in the city. Everyone here is like usually Catholic. You won't meet a Dominican atheist for a long time. There is some like everyone here is Catholic basically in the Dominican Republic. Basically, and I guess my mom technically, but she also lived in America for a while. Everyone who's lives here most of the time. They're basically either like evangelical Christian or Catholic. Not a, you don't no you won't meet a Dominican atheist. No one in my class is atheist except maybe like one girl who said that, like she was athea, like an atheist, but I don't even know if she believes that. the kids in my class are like, sometimes they're like religious, but not like, they more like they mention God and they believe in God, but not really. You can kind of tell they might not take it too seriously, or like it's not that deep. I guess I don't want to criticize them because like I don't know how their faith is. No one knows how. No one really knows much about my faith or like my experience except like my bro Jeremy, because I know he's a faithful Catholic. He doesn't read the Bible too much. Like he reads it often, but like once like the daily verse. So often, but not too much. I read a few chapters per day. I mean, to me, I'm getting off topic, but to me, it feels like sometimes no matter how much I do, even if I try to be like the best I can, or like be as good, like do as much good deeds or works as I can to try to just be better as a person and also a better Christian, I guess you could say. It always feels like I'm still not truly good enough. There's like I've always felt like I'm not good enough, but like also like when I look at like I said my boy Jeremy, he seems like a really nice person, always down to earth, always non-judgmental. It seems like even though maybe I may read more, or maybe I probably don't as pray as often, but even if I may also be better academically, he still seems to be better as a person. Like even if I do pray more, or and read more, he's still a better Christian than me. Because it's not just about doing all the religious activities, but it's about loving people with your hearts. You know, being kind and non-judgmental. I try to do that. I mean, someone could tell me their crazy story, and I might look at them a little bit like, "Yo, what? What do you mean you tried? And what do you mean you tried flirting with your uncle when you were 13?" But like, I want to Google. I want to. I mean, if it's my friend, then I'm probably gonna make fun of them for it. But not like in a serious way, but like, oh yeah, bro. Like when they say something like, "Oh, yeah, your uncle's so nice," and you must have thought the same thing about your uncle. And then I probably get smacked in the face. But yeah, and I don't want to really judge people because I've done bad things too. There's no reason to judge because I mean you're not exactly safe either. If you're gonna judge, you have to be also, not guilty yourself. Because then when you judge, you sort of and prosecute somebody, then you also get sort of set to those same standards. You have to be judged too. Like, okay, but can you keep up with the same standards you're judging them by? And then, I'm kind of a hypocrite as well, because I judge people sometimes. Sometimes by appearance, I try not to, but Anyways, back to the video. I've been stalling. This is gonna be like a flashbang. I'm right here. Bro's not right here. Uh, Bro, am I okay? Physically. Mm. Oh, yeah, physically, I mean, I'm healthy. So far, this is so boring. What am I talking about? I guess I'm not in the meta. Is that like leaves? Like leaves rustling? I'm doing a good job of what? I'm kind of curious of what. Maybe I skipped something. Oh, I did, but like. Oh, I think they're like sleeping together. Oh, yeah, no, Rose sleeping. I think. Oh. Oh, it's like sleeping together. Well, that sounds nice. Not like the act of intercourse, but like literally going to sleep in the same bed. Okay. It sounds like yeah. I'm gonna be honest. This kind of type of stuff is definitely for people who probably had bad parents growing up, or just have like issues. In that case, I hope you get better. You know, I'm just gonna go to the end, but it's pretty much at the end anyway, so. Why is this the most replayed part? It cannot be this tough. Bro, Timmy Tubbleton is tougher than this, bro. And I'll tell you, he's not tough. Alright, so we're putting isolating the x variable at a solid. It's not bad. I didn't listen to the full thing, but it's like, it's comforting. I'll put it at an A. It's pretty good. Isolating x with comfort. Yeah, I probably should have thought of a better title for this. Whatever, let's just go to the second one. You know, I'm just gonna read these titles, bro. Let me keep you warm. Let me give you kisses. Theo. This reminds me, back in the day, whenever somebody asked you to do something in my class, whenever they did, like whenever, I think I got called, no, it was my friend actually, my friend Elian, he like, I think either the teacher or like one of the kids, no, I think it was the teacher, asked him to close the door of the classroom, door, and then every guy in my class was like, good boy. My friend was in his crash out phase. He was Mr. Crash Out. So, he crashed out. I think he flipped a table or something and stormed up the classroom. They rage baited him low key. Well, probably not intentional. I mean, it is kind of a rage bait joke, you know. It sort of relies on some form of rage baiting, or at least that's maybe like a secondary intention. But yeah, that joke kind of died a little bit. Like, I think like this year it kind of died. But that was like last year, I think. Yeah, last year, 7th grade. Thankfully, my friend has since recovered and is no longer Mr. Crash Out. Alright, let's go. Be a good boy. And, cuddle closer. Sleep aid. I'm not going to sleep with this shit, bro. Accidentally calling your older sister's best friend. MOMMY. Yo, what are these titles, bro? Maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe this was a bad idea for a video. Cause what the frick is pathetic loser? Gooner girlfriend begs you not to break up ASMR. Yo, what is happening? And who is, yeah, nah, the ASMR has to die, bro. Genuinely. I'm glad I don't listen to this shit. I think the last one I listened to was Loker Genuinely. Eggman Mind Control ASMR. As a joke, because I'm not really, who is listening to this shit, bro? Who is May ASMR also? Because there's like three videos here. Just from her. Helps you sleep. Your tomboy bully wants to go on a date. Yo, your neighbor? Flirty, cocky neighbor kisses you nail. You know what this reminds me of? Hello, I'm your neighbor. Goodbye, I'll see you later. Bro, I didn't know Hello Neighbor was in on this, bro. Get Hello Neighbor out of here, bro. If you were judging on the titles alone, if you're judging on the titles alone, most of this shit is going either in like, it could be D tier, E tier, F tier, B tier. What the fuck? Yo, what is this video? chewing on everything my mom touches. I just saw this, bro. Like, while scrolling, looking at these videos. Toothbrush? No, listen to this. Yo, it's a toothbrush. What are you doing? Measuring tape. Who is this guy? Freaking bro. Glasses, bro. If only, no. Chewing on everything my mom touches by DNASMR, chewing on everything my mom touches. This shit is not ASMR, bro. This is freaking assault. Like, it's gotta be something. Got some crime. What is this shit? The type of shit your siblings do when you mildly piss them off. Like when you tell them not to do anything. Oh yeah, it's like when you have like an older sibling and they said you don't touch anything. And then you do this kind of bullshit. Yo, what? Yo, what is, no.
I might be wanting
Couch samples? Like, samples for the couch. Yo, what the fuck? I mean, maybe he's just trying to test out the couch. Yo, what is this? Your office? Your office mommy punishes you. Get on my lap. Get on my lap now. You know what this reminds me of? You should kill yourself now. You serve no purpose. By low tier God. You know, it has similar vibes. Get on my lap now and kill yourself now. You should kill yourself now. You know, similar vibes. Probably shouldn't do either in this case. Oh, I remember. I'm just gonna read the title. Mommy praises her good boy. Good boy praise comfort. Yo, I remember. I had a sleepover with my friend. And I straight up got my phone. And when he was gonna go to sleep, I should have just put this audio. Like, put my phone right next to his ear and played this shit. He didn't really like it much. Unfortunately, I figured he would like it. But no, he doesn't like, this ASMR by Love Lily Audio. Love Lily Audio. I can't, I think I mispronounced it. You know, I see the little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? I think I should listen to some Bohemian Rhapsody after this. Otherwise, I'm gonna... what the fudge is this? Yo, what is... Enemies? Why is this a term? Your bully forces you into her dorm room. You're all mine now. Is she like Mechasonic or something? Like, okay, for a stupid comparison, but like, you're mine. You're all mine now. Like, at your enemy? Like, bro, is she Mechasonic? I'll crush you. Type of shit like the freaking villain is gonna say, bro. Who is this guy? And what is by Love Lie Audio? MOMMY helps her little baby boy regress. Yo, I'm not regressing, bro. We're progressing, always. And I'm not talking about being progressive. I hate that shit. Oh, I think we scrolled too far, bro. We've gone into the nether realm. Your wife beats you up for using the air fryer ASMR? Yo, beating you with a frying pan ASMR? Yo, you should be beat with a frying pan, guys. Or at least I should. Because then I could turn into ASMR. Bro, what is this short, bro? Yo, what is this short, bro? Bro, did you see those pickles and fries? And the title is freaking I secretly doing some mommy ASMR, but y'all won't know. You made a short of it, bro. It just some guy like eating a bunch of McDonald's. Like and then like cutting to him with like a makeup filter on. The title is just some crazy shit. I secretly can love me ASMR, but y'all won't know. Like, bro. Like, bro, genuinely. This shit is just absurd. I should probably start reviewing this shit, but I genuinely almost don't want to. But, you know, it's for the video. Let me think. I mean, the frying pan one is a bit too absurd. Probably don't want to do that. What's this least absurd one? Well, none of us have girlfriends. These ones are just girlfriends, but you know, that kind of makes sense. Love bombs. You guys like being love bombed? You love bombed? You guys like being manipulated? If so, I think we have a problem. Like, what do I mean, we? What? Yo, should you actually hold on? You know, I'm gonna make a part 2 to this anyways. Let's just go all in. I'm gonna kill not someone but myself. Yo, I'm just gonna put captions on. I can't listen to this shit. Guess which one I chose. Yeah, the pathetic loser gooner girlfriend begs you to stay with her. I was begging. Oh hey, how's work? I'm gonna despise this. Oh, it's supposed to be from like I already discussed the Christian perspective thing. Did you bring back the Burger King I like? I'm looking at the visuals. What the freak? Okay, I guess the room in this case is genuinely. I guess her room is just genuinely like messy, kind of like my sister's, because she just does not know how to organize her room for anything. My room isn't spotless, but it's not horrible. Spend that much on I don't. What is this? For then it's what? For then, hold on. I have to go back. It's not D&D night with the girls tonight. Though, how am I supposed to get into my gamer spirit without my chicken tendies? Come on. Babe, you know how much this means to me? Can you DoorDash it for me then? It's the least you can do for forgetting about me? What? No, I didn't spend that much on food delivery this week. I don't know, like $300. You know I can't cook. You want me to starve? Is that what you want? You think I'm fat and need to stop eating so much? You think I'm a tub of lard and you hate me and you wish I would stop picking up because they're no longer attracted to me anymore? Why don't you just be honest and say it? Yo, I don't even know, bro. Who likes this shit, bro? I'm not. Yo, I kind of get it, cause like, it's this absurd phenomenon, which I understand. It's basically a phenomenon of when you yourself are so like I guess you believe that you're not lovable enough to the point for you to be in sort of the in a standing of more authority or power in a relationship, they would literally need to be pathetic and a loser for you to be I guess you could say, for you to be so I guess for you to be in a position of power or superiority in terms of value, or I guess attractive, in terms of like relational value, you know? Which is why right next to this one I see 7 Minutes in Heaven, the desperate weird girl. Like it's specifically, because you know it seems more more feasible for like setting lower standards for yourself. Not necessarily lower standards, but more so just going after someone desperate or someone that's not as high I guess you know like how like there's this one phrase, she's out of your league. Basically, it's that thing. In order for you to be in a league above your partner in this case, they'd have to be weird, desperate, or just straight up a loser. Which is why there's this some of this ASMR, why it exists. At least that's what I get from this. Basically, it's like the only person who would possibly be willing to date me is somebody who's either a loser and desperate, or yeah, a loser, desperate, or just straight up weird. But in this case, the fantastical part is that they're also attractive. In this case, I'm sort of this pathetic, a weird. I wouldn't say a loser, not necessarily. I do well academically, that's for sure, and I have certain interests like coding, um, I guess electrical engineering. I like that. Hold on, let me just. I have this thing. What's one of the things I have? What you might be asking, what is this? Hold on, let me just make. I don't know if the camera can see it. Oh, let me just on. Not sure if you can see it. It's basically just an arc lighter. Technically, it's a high voltage transformer circuit. Like it has a oscillator. Well, no, okay, it's a high voltage transformer oscillator circuit. In other words, it's a transistor to sort of turn on and off to switch on and off the current going through the primary of the transformer to create an alternating magnetic field, which will then be induced in the secondary coil, which will increase the voltage. Because basically, if there are more windings in the secondary coil than the primary coil, then well, the voltage will be greater. Because every winding receives the same amount of voltage, so the voltage is basically stacked up. This depends on the magnetic field, though. At least I presume. But yeah, basically, if you have 3 windings on the primary and like 60 on the secondary, the ratio between them determines basically how the voltage increase. Also, by the way, it has to be an alternating magnetic field. Otherwise, there won't be any electric field. Because if you just keep a magnet next to a brick of like a copper coil, nothing's gonna happen. But if you move it around, then the magnet will attract the electrons within the coil, causing them to move. And movement of electrons is electric currents, which is basically the same thing here, creating a moving or alternating magnetic field. Because electricity moving also creates a magnetic field, electromagnetic field. So that basically that causes induction, which basically how magnetic fields affect each other wirelessly. Well, no, yeah, wirelessly basically. The transformer, not like Optimus Prime, but like what you'd see in a power station, induces voltage into the secondary. Usually, I mean, it could be like a step down or step up. If it's a step down transformer, usually you're putting in a decently high voltage, like maybe 100 volts, and you're stepping it down to maybe 50 or like 10, maybe like 12. But the consequence is that the current, or the amount of electricity being moved, increases. The same thing happens with the step-up transformer. The amount of current on the secondary decreases because you're trying to increase voltage, but if you increase both current and voltage, then you have more electricity you started off with. Therefore, because of the laws of physics, and because I'm pretty sure the electric current is sort of spread out among the coil, I guess? Like instead of, because, I guess the ratio is different, so that therefore the current is also divided by the amount the voltage is increased. Like the voltage increased by the same like by, let's say the voltage is increased by not n, and I guess it's possible that current is divided by n as well. I'm not entirely sure how that works specifically. But yeah, I know enough and I had some materials to build one. The transformer I got from Amazon. Because, I'm not going to manually get a ferrite core and wind, very thin copper wire on the secondary, and then also I have some copper wire for the primary, but the secondary, it's very thin copper wire. Transistors I also got from Amazon because I can't make silicone transistors for obvious reasons. It also has a fan, it also has a fan under it, no heat sink, because, I'll add that, but, I made this video instead. Just be honest. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Just be honest and say it. Just say you're no longer attracted to me anymore, and you hate my fat ass, and you want me to starve. I guess, bro. But you weren't supposed to actually say it. Do you really mean? Oh, you actually think I'm? Oh, loser. Well, I only play video games to distract myself from my depression. Do you prefer I start doing drugs? Huh? Out of all coping mechanisms, I basically chose the healthiest one. I guess there could be a healthier coping mechanism. Wiggling around on the floor like a worm, horribly failing at doing the worm dance, is also a coping mechanism. It's called being schizophrenic. Not necessarily. Yeah, this is a pretty stupid argument. A job. Baby, I tried getting a job. Bro, it's jobs argument again. I hope I get a job when I'm older. By older, I mean, if I'm 14 now, I hope I get one maybe when I'm 16. I don't expect it to be luxurious. But I don't want to work in fast food or anything, or like at a store. I don't want to work a blue collar job. White collar, maybe like an office. Well, not an office job when I'm 16. Maybe something with programming. I want to build a uranium enrichment facility. Then either a nuclear fusion or particle accelerator facility. Yeah, particle accelerator facility. Really just an antimatter factory. Just like the one at CERN. Or I'll work at CERN or something. And hopefully I can become a dictator. And finally make a competent government structure. And also finally while it would be nice for me to be the one responsible for stopping America from sending more money to Israel, I would also be happy if somebody else did that. It doesn't have to be me. What am I talking about? I applied to like 3 jobs just a few months ago. No one's hiring. 3? Free? I mean, technically true. They're all ghost jobs. Smelled bad. Your last shower was 2 weeks ago. Dog, I showered like a few minutes ago. Actually, not a few hours ago, I think. Like 9 something, 10. 8 or 9, yeah, I think like 8 something, like around like 8 p.m. I shower daily, bro. I'm not missing my shit. Cause then I start feeling itchy and I can't do that. What do you mean 2 weeks ago? That sounds horrible. I'm not doing any exercise, I'm not sweating. Okay. Do we skip like a... anal? Since you're so anal about how my breath smells. If he doesn't brush your teeth, bro. I mean, I brush my teeth. Yeah. Obviously. I brush my teeth. Statement of the year. Dog, if it gets to this point, then at that point, bro. I think I've heard of guys kind of similar to this. Please don't leave me. Please, Pete, I need this. Please don't leave me. You don't have nowhere to go. Where's bro gonna go? To the insane asylum. Could I obtain money? Could I make a profitable insane asylum? Let's find out. Well, basically, we have the patients pay for their schizophrenia meds. How? We make them all become Twitch streamers. Because XQC is probably schizophrenic. Why don't we just get them to do it? Maybe they could just be lolcows or something. We'll give them support so they don't ruin their lives. Parents kicked me out because I dropped out of college. I'll be homeless. My mom was kind of home. Please, Speed, I need this. I'll be homeless. Literally sounds just like that, bro. It just sounds just like the please, Speed, I need this. Yo, what? No, go back. After surviving, because I got so fat, I'll only be able to charge like $10 a session. Yo, genuinely what? What do you want me to do? You want me to stop doing so much? Yo, dog, I don't think it's possible for me to have a girl like this because, well, one, because they don't like me, and two, I don't think they exist. Well, they probably exist, but not in my area. Because my area, they're Dominicans, and I'm also freaking I'm gonna be a high schooler. This is not acting. This is genuine emotion. I'm reading the comments. Unfathomably deranged algorithm pull. Clash Royale audio. She plays League, you can't fix her. I was expecting begging, not gaslighting and guilt tripping. Another loss for the deaf. Another win for the deaf. I'll stop using your shirt to cut myself afterwards. After gooning. Yo, genuinely, what the fuck? What did you... You wanna have to... Yo, yeah, no, bro. This is a new level. You wanna have to smell my fermented juices after. I'll promise to clean the sheets every time I do. Yo, what? Dog, again. If someone is doing this type of shit, what the fuck you mean fermented juices, bro? Please, no. Who wrote this? This is diabolical, bro. Yo, genuinely, what? Digital boyfriend. Yeah, no, I can't listen to this bull. I know, I'm gonna skip to the end. I can't. I haven't brushed my teeth in a while. Okay, it starts. Yo, I'm gonna put this shit fucking, what, you think I smell bad? No, I don't smell anything. You're just making shit up to make me feel bad at this. Doc, you didn't take a shower for 2 weeks. I'm not doing. I can't, bro. I should have never. It's almost an hour long. I shouldn't have agreed. I shouldn't have done this shit. I'm putting this in D tier. Well, no, this shit sounds diabolical, bro. It sounds like something I would write to make my friends gasp in horror at the absurdity of it all. So, okay, and I'm gonna say F tier because there's probably way worse out there too. So, like, I guess E would make sense. There's, maybe there's value in it. I think, okay, as mommy ASMR, like, okay, the purpose is for comfort. This is just absurd. I'm putting it in E. Maybe F would be better, but like maybe E. There's probably some value in it, but E. Yeah, I'm putting it in E, bro. Um, yeah, pathetic losers, fermented juices. Yeah, I'm done, bro. Bye, guys. I'm sorry I didn't, do this for a long ass time. Like, I was kind of putting it off. And then I came up with this idea, and, well, yeah, this is gonna be on the internet for a while. Yeah. Benefic Arclighter is gonna save him from this. Alright, yeah, that's it. You know? Yeah, see you guys. Goodbye. I hope every one of you is blessed by God. Yeah, I hope every one of you is blessed by God. And that you all recognize His love for you. Because though Mommy ASMR may be useful, God is love. And you can't get any better than that. What do I put next? Praise the Lord of hosts, for His mercy and love and grace endures forever. Thank God for everything, and see you guys probably in a month, or maybe a week or something.